I own a 2010 MazdaSpeed3. It doesn't have a whole lot done to it. Has cork sport short ram intake, cork sport turbo inlet pipe, turbo smart dual port blow off valve, and a 3-inch straight pipe exhaust from the catback. The car is lowered on Raceland Primo coilovers, almost at their lowest setting, but not quite. See, the thing is about this car, it has a problem, and it's a KO4 turbo problem. As some people are familiar with Mazda speeds, they know that the turbo on them is absolute shit. I've recently ran into the turbo problem, well, the smoking turbo problem, whenever I ran my car semi-hard on a low oil change. I was off with my timing and I was sloppy with checking my oil, and I was on old, somewhat low oil, and I ran the car a little bit hard. The next morning when I woke up, I started up, I went to work, and I stopped at my first red light. I looked in my rear view mirror and I saw a cloud of blue smoke and my heart dropped into my stomach. But in all seriousness, it's not that bad. I've tried a couple things already. I've tried an oil restriction bolt that everybody online prays by and that it fixes the smoky turbo problem. Fuck that it didn't. A new PCV valve, tried that, spent about 10 hours working on that to put it in, didn't do shit. So when I was under there, I realized that there was quite a bit of oil dripping from my turbo. So I came to the conclusion it's the turbo seals. So at pretty well every red light that I stop to within more than 5 minutes, my car will start chooching blue smoke at the back and blind the person that's behind me. But it's really not that bad. I've kind of gotten used to it. It doesn't really affect the performance of the car any. I just have to fill up oil a lot more often than I used to. I'm not giving up on the speed though. I've got a lot of plans for it in the future, I think. As money sits right now, I'm not really in any position to be buying a new turbo, and when I do go new turbo, it will be a bigger turbo, obviously. I'm not going back to that stock KO4 bullshit, because I'm not dealing with this crap again. Since I do live in Canada, we get snow pretty well 7 months of the year. My plans for this car are to store it in a garage that's heated, where I can work on it, and whenever I find a better paying job, to go big turbo, front mount intercooler, high pressure fuel pump internals, and a downpipe. That will be my goals for the winter, and to have that all installed before spring of 2017.